Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen and I believe in dragons. And happy fall to you all. And so, welcome again in the Belgian forest where everything is smelling amazing. I love to be here even more now in this time of year. A lot of dragons awakening will occur, will happen, starting actually now. A lot of now. And so, a lot of these dragon awakenings, it's these people who finally discover who they are and finally discover their dragons. That is actually an amazing feeling, a very beautiful feeling that I cannot say in words. Whatever this feels, it's especially people outside of the Dragon's Path who will never know the joy and excitement once you finally discover your dragon. I mean, some people on the Dragon's Path just discovered their dragons just a tiny little bit. That means that not everything on the Dragon's Gate is open yet. So, in order to see or feel the entire dragon energy, a lot of effort is needed, of course, to open the Dragon's Gate. And once this happens, this feeling, this emotional chaos. I mean, this has happened to me. The reason for that is because I was awakened by Tiamat, and Tiamat is the goddess of chaos. I can say to that. I can make you sure of that. That Tiamat is chaos. Oh my God! The writings about her were true. She was in fact very much the dark. I mean, not only dark, also light, but very much chaos that happens inside of my mind. And from out of the chaos, I created and craved my own spiritual path of the dragon, my path that goes to her. When she finally came to me, I mean, sometimes it's the dragon god who awaken us, but most of the time it's the guardian who found a way, moved heaven and earth to come to us and finally awakened us. And so we are now under their wing and we are actually apprentice of the dragon, like a newborn or maybe a dragon child that still needs to learn everything with new dragon eyes. From then on, actually, you listen to the dragon, and you actually everything that you discover is uh, a way closer to every single dragon. The dragon realms is a way closer to their spiritual realms, and so it won't be the only dragon that you will see. I mean, there will be more dragons, a lot of more dragons, and not all of them will be guardians. Not all of them will be born like us. The dragon gods, that is something different. The dragon gods are not born like us. They are the embodiment of nature, or maybe the embodiment of several elements of nature. It can be. And so Tiamat was the first one who actually paid a visit to me, and wow, that was a mom, that was a mother, that so even though it was said in the scrolls and the ancient text of Babylonia that she was a fierce goddess, of course she was very fierce, and there was a lot of darkness. I could sense it, I could feel it. There was a lot of darkness, but not darkness towards her children. And I felt at that moment that she actually embraced me. And always said that the dragon, I was not worthy to the dragon. I always said that. So I actually didn't really accept it, the first embrace of her. But she felt the dragon. She felt the draconic energy, even though I didn't accept it after this happened, after the visit of Tiamat. I felt very warm and very safe and very secure. I cannot describe this. How you finally meet your dragon god. However, your dragon god is they are the reason for that you are actually here, that you are reunited with your dragon guardian because you have a high connection with each other. So this cannot be broken. So your dragon god worked along with you so that you can be together again. So Tiamat was the first one actually that visited me, and I didn't know about that she was the earth. I mean, I love the earth very, very much. I'm in the forest like it's my home, but I didn't know back then. It was only later on that I discovered these things like that. I didn't want to discover more. I just wanted the dragon, and I later on, after this moment, I also wanted to have this embracement once again because it felt so secure. It felt so real. She was in the embodiment of a dragon. That she was actually the mother of them all. I mean, the mother of a dragon is, of course, a dragon, which means the earth itself. Inside of her, inside of the earth, I can feel Tiamat still. That is how I can feel her. I met her and I still feel her inside of the earth. That is how I can say she is indeed one with the earth. And everything that grows is still her life force. She's a goddess. She's my goddess, but also like a mom. And later on, I didn't even I knew that there were several dragon gods, but later on, I came. There was another visit, and my dragon actually, for once, he didn't did she actually didn't do this with the arrival of Tiamat, because that was a big surprise. But now the dragon actually with me said there's going to be another visit, and so I was prepared for something some not exactly the same, but some like the same. And so the energy came, and I didn't actually know when on this time, but the energy came. Oh my goodness, my room was heavy in the air, so heavy. I could feel something was changing in my bedroom, and it was very high. It was not Tiamat, but it felt draconic, but it was very dark, and it was very real. So the dragon stayed there with me, and so I later came to know that this tiny piece of energy that almost choked me was Leviathan. Leviathan is also a dragon god and also responsible for many of us who is awakened. But the Leviathan is a very ancient primal force of the universe itself. The universe that has been attached to this earth in the waters, but it's also in the universe and even the space between spaces. So you can imagine how powerful this entity is. And he has the embodiment of a sea serpent, of a dragon who lives inside of the waters, and the waters that I later came to know as dragon's blood, blood from Tiamat, that he swims in. And he is the one that can test us, even outside of the will of whoever awakened you, whoever your dragon god is. I felt that Tiamat didn't agree with the tests that I was going to have. These tests were so dark and were very much testing me. I mean, I came to know that a dragon soul, and that is because of Leviathan that I learned this. A dragon soul is like a warrior, but not a warrior how you can think of what a warrior is. They are not warriors so in battles that they are used as some kind of a weapon or that they are slaves or something like that. No, it's a game of survival. And Leviathan wanted to know if I had a spirit like that, a heart at least like that. And in the first years I didn't. I didn't had the energy anymore. How he continued to let me have tests like this. I didn't want to pick up the dragon sword anymore because I was just failing and failing and failing. And the dragon actually never said that I was going to fail, that I was failing. But in my mind, I thought that I was failing before the dragon god Leviathan. Later, I came to know who he is, and that he even had a name. He's a very primal force of the universe, attached to the waters of this earth, attached to the dragon's blood. Tiamat, very loving, but also to others she can be more fierce. She can be more of the female energy of this earth, giving birth to everything that wants to be born, everything actually that gives life. That is what she is. What Leviathan is strictness, is darkness, is testing us. Even outside of the will of the dragon gods who actually have awakened you. But it can also be Leviathan itself that has awakened you. That means that you are very much worthy of going on the dragon's path. That Leviathan itself, in himself, is the one that saw already that you are uh, on the dragon's path, that you are worthy, of course. But if one of the dragon gods sees your soul as a worthy dragon soul that is worthy of coming here, even though it's in a human body and also a human energy, but that you can come back as a human soul, as a dragon soul, I mean, and reunite with your dragons and create your dragon circle of your dragon god, your dragon guardian, and you. You will have visitors. That is something I'm sure of. You will have visitors. Leviathan can also skip you. Leviathan can. It depends on how he's intrigued and how he feels you, that he might come. Even other dragon gods who didn't awaken you can also come to you. That they are curious. That they want to know more about you. That they want to discover. Also, can test you, even though they are not the dragon gods that has awakened you, just like Leviathan didn't awaken me. It can very much happen that a dragon god or other guardians can make a visit to you. And with these visits are also most of the time consequences. Not when your dragon god comes to you, who actually has the one that has let you come back. Those dragon gods will be very happy to see you, that you are here and that you are safe. The other dragon gods can be very curious souls, curious gods actually, because they are everything you see. So, but I'm very sure of it. Once you are awakened, you will have visitors, guardians and gods, but they will be all dragons. Every time it will be a dragon. And they all have different energies. They all have different minds. You can never be prepared on a visit of the dragon. But what you can be, my brothers and sisters, is be very happy that you can be among dragons once more, even in this side of the veil where every dragon is gone. You can still be among them. You can still be one of them. The dragon is not dead. They live on in us. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.